Brent, good to see you. We have a really important topic today. The top tricks used to scam older adults and how to spot them. Scams targeting older adults are on the rise. In fact, in 2021, 93,000 older victims were scammed out of $1.7 billion. A recent report from the BBB found romance scams are the riskiest for people 55 to 64. So we want to walk through some tips. And the first is watch out for phone fraud. This isn't about just a bogus email.
Yeah, the numbers are terrifying and showing that the problem's getting worse. A lot of people think when scamming, it's nowadays, oh, it's all electronic, it's email, it's text, it's this or that. Don't click on these links. But to be honest, one of the biggest problems is still the phone calls. And it's very, very convincing scammers who a lot of times have good information. And so what I like to say is our family actually has a perfect example. My mom was sitting with my older brother, got a call from her mother, and she was on the phone with somebody who claimed my brother was in jail and they needed $2,000 immediately or he was going to stay in jail. And my grandma was so worked up about it, she would not believe my mother that Alex was sitting right there. And so these people are good at what they do, and you have to be very, very careful and then, check with family members and stuff and get their opinion on it.
I'm so glad your grandmother called your mom, though. That's incredible.
Yep.
Good. Next, of course, research before making any investment. Older adults are often targeted simply because they have greater financial resources.
Yeah, no surprise. The older generations have a lot of the wealth. And so that's one reason they're targeted, because these people are looking for the big fish. They're not going after maybe the younger generations who are a little bit more tech savvy. So you got to be extra vigilant because that's just the group that's being currently targeted.
They wouldn't do it if they weren't making some money doing it.
Yeah.
Next, of course, we want to talk about sweetheart swindles. Older adults who are widowed or divorced are often targeted.
Yeah, sadly, there's a lot of people in this country who are single and who are lonely, and maybe they're not getting connections and communication on a daily basis that they like. And so then somebody calls them up, and then they act very concerned for them, maybe even a little lovey, and then all of a sudden down the road they're asking for money. These people can't be trusted. You don't know who's on the other end of the phone, and you got to be really careful, because as genuine as these people sound, they are after your money.
And next, you've mentioned this already a couple times, Brent, reach out to someone you trust. Call a family member.
Absolutely. So hopefully you'll have a financial advisor you can bounce this stuff off of, but you also want to just reach out to family. Call your son or daughter, call a friend and just say, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. Do you really think I won this sweepstakes? And the thing is, don't feel bad, because these guys are extremely good at what they do. I mean, they're taking billions of dollars from people. And so don't be embarrassed that it's a good pitch. And so just bring it up to a friend and then just see what they say. And then hopefully you can spot something a little easier with help.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Brent. In fact, 1/3 of people who've been scammed are too ashamed to even tell anyone, but they're professionals. So we got to keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
Next, of course, guard your personal information very carefully.
Yeah, it's a scary world. A lot of our information's been stolen. We all get the emails and the letters, but you got to do what you can do. And so keep your information secured. Don't share your credit card information. Don't share things over the phone. Don't respond to emails that you don't recognize. Protect it best you can. And then we also recommend a lot of times, if you've had your identity stolen, or if you just are at risk like all of us are, go ahead and get some type of identity guard. And when you have that in place, that can monitor things for you. And so you get certain types of alerts that say, hey, you may be at risk, change a password, this or that. So there's services, and they're very affordable.
But you have to be vigilant. Absolutely. Brent, if somebody wants to talk through anything that we've covered today, what's the best way to reach you?
614-430-8383, and Beck will get you on our calendar, or go to young-wm.com. We'd love to chat.
All right, Brent, thank you.
Thank you.